hello, my Reaver friends. I am back. It is Saturday night. I hope everybody had a great night or Saturday day. I spent some time today trying to see if I could get Streamlabs up and going a little bit better. So let's try it. You can see there's a whole bunch of new codes. So you guys are more than welcome to try out the new codes. I've got some new stuff going too. So hey, we'll see where it goes tonight and see what I still need to fix. But we're just going to jump right back into it. We're picking up exactly where we left off yesterday. We haven't had, no time has even passed since the end of the stream. Maybe a minute. So we're just going to kick it right back off. Construction's still going, of course. So our next task is to fertilize. We need to get the fields fertilized. I'm sure they're saying they need for, oh, yuck. Yep, nitrogen. We need some nitrogen. All right. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Well, first thing was to get the truck out of the way. Let's get it parked where it should be, not just sit in the middle of the yard. And that way we'll have better access to the spreader. Ooh, close. We're parked over here by the house. Probably put the combine somewhere else. You can tell we're single because, well, nobody's telling us that we're not going to have the combine in the wrong area. Let's get the combine parked in a better spot too. And then we'll kick off the fertilizing of our two fields. And then we'll look at contracts, or we're getting close to the end of the day, so we may just call it a day inside the game and kick it into the end of September. Yeah, we've got paperwork to do, right? Right? Yeah, right. Yep, that's what I thought. I knew you'd all agree. Thanks. Alright, this will be fun backing up a header, but these are just so light and flimsy, they move everywhere. Like any lightweight trailer. I'll just take it and go with a minor change. Not too bad though. Got it pretty done. Got it pretty done. Wow, that was great English. Alright, that's out of the way. Now let's do some spreading. Start spreading the news. We're fertilizing today. Alright, you guys have got to chat with me, because otherwise that's going to happen a lot more. Put your songs nicely. We are out of everything, so let's go get some. I believe we should have some fertilizer in the storage. If not, get some out of the. We won't have it in there, but we have the purchase silo we can go with too. What do we got? We got lime in there. And spend. I'm not seeing any. Alright, let's go get some fertilizer. Let's just sold. No, I don't know what we did with it. Maybe we have it in here. Do we have any fertilizer in here? Let's check. Nope. Alright. Not sure what we did with it. Maybe we dumped it into the greenhouse. Must be what we did at the end of the season. That's alright. That's what this is for. Bulk fertilizer. Here we go. There we go. All full, 50 grand down. Take a little bit of chunk. I tell it's starting to get dark already. I didn't think so. Alright, we probably need to fertilize the grass field too. That'd probably be a good idea being that we're here. I got the whole new splotch. Ooh, we're at the lime too. Forgot about that. I don't think we, oh, we're gonna have to come back and, I must not have no, I know I rescanned that area. Let's double check. Burning fertilizer down, it just may not be the right rate. Alright. So let's check that. Oh, it did. I took the soil samples. Still inside the bad laugh. That's what's going on. That'd be pretty funny if I left the soil samples inside the machine. Oh, yeah, there's the weight. Alright, let's drop this weight, pick up the soil sample machine. Somehow I missed sending the samples on. That was silly. Alright. Now how does it look? Alright. Not bad. A real quick cross piece here. And I'm going to get this little cross piece here. Alright. Yeah, nice thing with precision farming going, we can just leave it running because it's not going to put anything down. Let's get this field taken care of real quick. Might as well. Alright. No field detected. That's interesting. Alright. We'll guess it. Grass, so it's not going to be laid down as heavy. Throw some fertilizer at the chickens. Ha! Finish this off. I'll go get the other field fertilized off. Definitely welcome in, everybody. Thanks for coming in tonight. Appreciate it. If you're able to chat, greatly appreciate that. Got some new stuff set up. Did some work with Streamlabs during the day to see if I can get some of those glitches fixed. Kind of interesting to see how it turns out. You know, only so much you can test when you're by yourself. So. Alrighty. Next one. Likes that one. See, we got some new commands in there too. I turned on a couple of the other games. Make sure I got the right key binding going. Makes a difference when your controller's set up to the right game. Oh, not that one. That one, thank you. Well, we'll go ahead and kick off. Ooh, that's jittery going on there. Oh, that's pretty bad. This spreader sure doesn't take that long. Alright. It's done. Where are we at? So we got that, Okay, that's all ready to go. Remember, we can't even buy this field because it's a crop that we don't have equipment for. That's our next field. We'll get that. We'll get 18 next, but we have to wait until that crop is gone. Nope. Farmlands. It's all good. I guess I want to check though to see, make sure, see if we need to lime this field or merge the two. Small little spot too, right in here. Yeah. You could use some. All right. Go drop this off and switch out to lime. The greenhouse has got a couple pallets ready for us, so does the 2 mills. And now we'll definitely put this into the silo because it'll be a lot easier to retrieve. Alright. Now let's get the lime pallets out of here. Okay. Load it. I think we'll wait to lime till quote unquote next day. But we can get the spreader ready. Man, that's just rude. fueling up, or topping off the line. Okay. So as I said, we're going to wait to do the lime till the next game day. Let's see what's out there for contracts other than fertilizer. I think there was a plowing last night. First was a fertilizing. We'll skip that this time around. There's that one. We got 3 plowing contracts. We do some decent money. I don't want to take too much because we're getting late in the day. That's a little big and ambitious. Yeah, let's do... we want to make up some of that money that we just spent for fertilizer too, so... yeah, let's do farm 5. Oh, yep, plow. All right. Get myself confused. What we're going to do? Grab the plow. Go to 5. Oh, we should get some fuel. Maybe make a quick repairs. We are skipping all over the place tonight. Hold on 1 second here. Right next to that anyway, so we can... where do we put the plow? Okay, first we find the plow. I wonder if this is working. Nope. Alright. What needs to be repaired? It does. Let's go find the plow. We store the plow. Anybody remember? We're definitely had some weird skips in the stream tonight. Yeah, we had it. Here's some. There it is. That'll be fun to get to. Go right past it and didn't even realize it. Alright. Come on. That's better. I didn't want to hitch. That was rude. So let's try this. We're gonna have some fun, folks. That's funny. Yeah, I even programmed them, and it's still funny. Okay, well, a couple ways we can get there. I think we'll go this way. You know, the way I choose. A little bit of cross-country cutting. That field got hit by the tornado. That's right. I remember that. That was last week's stream. All right. I believe that's our field to the right there. Yep. Alright, and we'll go all the way to the end and start the corner. Make it cleaner that way. We forgot to fuel up. Hopefully we got enough fuel. From here, it's probably faster just to go into town. Yep, steering assist. I like 3 headlands when I can. It's smaller equipment. Alright, away we go. Let's plow up some money. S's. There we go. Definitely getting stutter slide. G-Portal must be slammed tonight. So everything else I've got going shows everything's fine. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Welcome in, my Reaver friends. If you haven't yet, make sure you check in with the cloud. We're going to go to a new word here. the clan headman, so that's usually who's in charge of the troops. And hit that like button if you would, please. And if you want to keep up to date on when I stream, please hit that subscribe button. We'll get this field done, and then we'll call it a game day, an in-game day. Drop into the second half of September. We'll get those fields topped off with lime so that they're ready to go for over winter. And we'll look at more contracts. Maybe we'll still have some contracts in plowing to do. They're out there, but they got 31 hours left on them, so that's going to be tough. We might be able to get them in. Nothing else. Let's see what we get. We get what we get. I also need to look at getting a what's it? A fermenting silo going. Maybe sell off the baler and get a forage harvest trailer. Make it a lot easier to collect grass and get it into a... Just some thoughts. I mean, we got money, but I don't want to completely burn a hole in our pockets. I want to leave enough open for that land when it becomes available after crop's done. Look, check that real quick. Is that crop in field 18? That's getting ready. Oh, it's ready to harvest. Good. We can buy it after the game harvests it. Need that money available. That's next then. It's a crop I don't have harvest head for, so I just don't even have the right harvester for it. Really. Hey Billy, how you doing? I greatly appreciate it. We'll see it. Hopefully, I'm glad you did. I'm hoping to see how the stream chat does. Because I did a lot of changes, so I'm hoping it pops up here real quick. But I appreciate you subscribing. See the number change. Have to watch the screen. How you doing, Billy? Ooh, it's getting dark. This field will be the only field we get in the rest of this one. I'm doing good. So have you been following me in the lurking mode for a while, or are you brand new to the channel? Either way, we'll welcome you in, and thanks for subbing. I didn't see the sub pop up on the screen. Interesting. Well, thank you. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for subbing right away. So, I'm Reaver Time Gaming, and most of my stuff is my farm mode is semi-realistic and then I work my way up into moderately unrealistic. I don't go to super unrealistic. So you're not going to see me doing 50-meter swaths at 100 miles an hour. But, you know, I don't mind unrealistic cargo weights and all that stuff. This one here is my playthrough. It's a tribute to my grandparents' farm that they used to have in South Dakota. So we're kind of just building it up from basically I do kind of like a start from scratch, but not quite scratch. One of the things I do is I always, I've got my headlines on. I modify the farms to be a little bit harder to start with before I start streams. You can see that if you decide to go back to my first streams. You can see how the farm used to look. Right now we're doing contract work to finish this day off. Then we'll head back to the farmstead. So are you in the States, or are you over in Europe? Very cool. Same here. I hail from Colorado. So are you new to Farm Sim, or have you been playing a while? I'm gonna start digging information. Very cool. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've made it out that way. Close. Illinois. So no, not really. You can play Farm Sim on Xbox or PlayStation 5. It does have to be the latest generation, but you can't play it on console. I started on console back on 17 and 19. I played console. There's like some minor differences between the two. Okay, minor and a half. You get a few mods that they can let you do a few other things, but for the most part, modders are getting really good at figuring out ways around some of the game physics for console players, so they have a little bit more freedom like PC players do. Anything scripted, that just can't be. Right now they haven't figured out how to replicate that. So if you don't play Farm Sim, do you mind what brought you by? Mind me asking? I appreciate it. I'm just kind of curious. See, we got 9 Reavers in the castle keep. Please check in with the clan Hagman and hit that like button so that we know that you're here. Woohoo, won! I got it! Yeah, for those who've been on here before, you can see I've tweaked some of the chat messages too. Just having some branding fun. Down. You got it. Dig down. Dig down. So we're going to do one of my new commands here. So I'm going to kick this off. So you guys may or may not know what these are. These are called jelly drops. They're a hydration snack. And so I got a command in there now. And so every time that command comes up, whether you guys type it in or it comes up random, I take a jelly drop. There we go. These are lemon, but it's a light lemon. There's no sugar in them. It's just a hydration snack. Of course, there's water too. Sláinte. Now and we go. Oh, boy, I dropped that. That was weird. We're dirty. I gotta wash this tractor. Nothing else we can do before winter hits. Wash all the equipment. Get it all cleaned up. You can do it. You can do it. You slipping at all? Nope. You're not slipping. That's good. Didn't bring the extra weight with us, so. Well, drop it down. There we go. Welcome in all new reavers to the stream. Thanks for coming in. Please check with the clan headman and hit that like button. Let everybody know you're here. Wow, tongue-tied on that one. We're plowing out a contract field to finish the game day off, and we'll kick over to the next day at the bottom of September. See if our field that we have our eye on comes up for sale. It's got to get harvested first because it's got a crop I don't have any equipment to harvest it with. So, and it's expensive. I think it's parsnips. It's kind of expensive equipment, so we're gonna hold off doing parsnips for a while. Got other crops to start up first. It's part of the challenge. I think we're going to be close to beating the dark. If it doesn't, it might even become dark before we finish this field. In this game, I've got the dark early mod, or the darkness mod for PC on it. So when it gets dark, it gets dark. I don't know how, but somehow my picture got slid up a little bit. Move that down. The game readjusted where the map was. An update. Nothing new to do. Also watching the fuel too. I forgot to fuel the tractor up before we came over. Just below half tank. Should be alright. Digging down deep. Come on. It's just clouds, but it's going to get dark. Back to the cab for a little bit. Mind cab works so much. If mirrors work better, you can actually see like you would if you're driving a tractor. If I was driving a tractor and I need to see, I would stand up. Done it. You know, tractors I throw weren't this big, and they didn't have covers on them, so it was a lot easier to stand up in them. But still, you can lean over, peer over your sidewalls. Adjust your mirrors, all that good stuff. I know some tractors you can. Woo! Come on! Hey, there we go. Hey, it's working. Manuel, thanks for subscribing, man. I'm sure I am completely butchering that. Really appreciate the subscribe. Welcome in, welcome in. If you can, say hi in the chat. Tweak a couple settings here real quick, folks. That's what I want for that one. I'm going to go ahead and fix this real quick. Just because I can fix it. All right, here we go. That's better. Everybody's having a good Saturday so far and had a good day, and hopefully your night's going well. Yeah, it could be Sunday for some people, depending on the part of the world you're in. Down. Dig in. Dig in. There we go. How would we go? We're up to 22 reavers in the castle keep. Thanks for coming, everybody. Please make sure you check in with the clan admin and hit that like button so we know you're ready to go. And I know all streamers do it, but it does help. Hit the like and hit subscribe. It really does help the channels out. Subscribe lets you know when I stream. My next stream will be next Saturday. I normally stream on Fridays, but I've got something going on with work that I have to do an early morning on Saturday, so no Friday night next week. I will put that in the YouTube communications box too. That we won't go stream until Saturday next week. Drop it, hurry. There we go. Hydraulics must be wearing out. It's slow. Okay, it's gonna be dark before we finish this one. Glad we only took one contract to finish off the day. No fun streaming in the dark, so. Once we get this contract field done, we'll head back to the homestead. Call it an in-game day. Kick it off to the bottom of September. Look at what chores we need to do. I guess we need to look at the chickens. See how their feed's doing. I should do that before we wrap the day up. Should have gotten out of food for the overnight. Field that we had that originally fed them was pretty small, so we'll probably have to buy some product to keep them going over the winter. Our next fields are ready to harvest in the spring. do love cruise control and GPS. Whoa, I don't know where you're going. That's not what I wanted you to do. Lose it? Nope. Locked in. Okay. It's set and behind clouds. It's getting dark so quick. And of course the mud. I'm kind of sensing a rock picking contract coming up. I don't know where I'm figuring that out from. Alright. It's time for another jelly drop. Here we go. The screen just for a second there so I continue to work. Change something on another screen. Birdie Reavers in the Castle Keep. Welcome in, everybody. Please make sure you check in with the game headman and let them know that you're ready to go by hitting that like button. Hope everybody's having a fantastic night. New here, I am Reaver Gaming, or Reaver Time Gaming. And we're just finishing up this contract field for the end of the day in the game. Swap it up to the next day. See what kind of trouble we can get in on the bottom half of September. Crept up. That's just weird. All right, let's see if that does it. Some drift going on. A view, and it's dirty. It would be kind of nice if it had windshield wiper fluid so you could clean your windows. There you go. That's here early. Wow. Words are hard. Starting to get a little dark. Got some working lights going. Haven't exactly did it yet, but it's gonna help. Turn it off and still kind of see. This way we get good definition. We're starting to get that the lighting glitch going on. There goes blink blink. Guessing that's a mod map conflict somewhere. Might even be with the lighting mod. The dark night mod. dog just let out a low growl. What's up, bud? Nobody coming? Cats making noise in the other room. Yeah, they're mean to you that way, aren't they? Getting closer. We're getting closer. 88%. Come on, drop the plow. The neck out. Just want to make sure you guys are awake. It's really digging in. It is weird. Image is still creeping up again. Lock things in, I guess. Insane Sim guy, what up, man? Oh, look, I did tweaking, and it worked. Yoo-hoo! How's it going, my friend? How's your streams been going? Missed yours yesterday. ISG Ray, that's awesome. Texas Ginger Girl, I think this is your first time in. It's going. Hey, Joe, welcome back. Saw you did your 500 raid yesterday, or your 500 subscriber stream yesterday. That's awesome, ISG. Hey, Swamp Rat. I'm good, TGG. How are you doing? Yeah, see, I'm up to 52. I'm getting there. I'm working it. 34 Reavers in the castle keep with that raid. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Don't forget to check in with the clan headman and let them know that you're ready to go by hitting that like button. I haven't had a chance to ask you in a while, Texas Ginger Girl. How's the puppy doing? Here's the big question, ISG. How's the map going? Oh, come on, Rail. You should know by now. It's Case, man. Huh. That's weird. I don't know why you're not getting them. It's YouTube. I also post my stuff out on like Mama Bear site too. If you're like me, you get inundated with all those notifications, especially on Discord. Yep. There you go. So I got a question for you, Rail. Did you see my video I sent you on Discord? I was thinking too, DGG, sometimes I'm up a little bit later than you are. But then I've seen you up later than me, so that doesn't always stick. I think you and I were streaming, I think, at the same time last night. You were up pretty late. Yeah, it was awesome here. Give everybody a taste of what I'm talking about. Turn it into a stream wake up for you guys. Oh, he already knows. I sent him the link, or sent him my copy of the video that I took. Yep, I got a lot of good photos of it too, so I've been kind of meandering and processing those. Nice. Yeah, so when we get back to the the homestead here after we get this field done. Oh, field's done. What am I still doing? Let's collect that bounty. Collect it. Alright. Definitely need the lights for this. But pretty much, you know, the equipment right now is Case for me. Good job, Joe. See, I think you're gonna like the new chatbot, Joe. I spent a lot of time earlier today, almost 2 hours today, retweaking, reconfiguring the whole Streamlabs chatbot. I did end up getting rid or shutting down the desktop version and went with the cloud version. See how it does. Hopefully I've worked out all the bugs. Ooh, looks like we got a subscriber in there. Snuck in. I haven't seen it pop up on the screen yet. Up to 53 subscribers. Thanks, everyone. You're allowed to do that. Someone's getting me a little wine to my right. I don't know what that is. I bet fans are running at high speed on the computer. Can't get through here. I see your message. Which one, Jonah? Seen a few. Saw your one about cases. You broke your phone. Sorry, I was listening to see where the high-pitched fan sound was coming from. Oh, well then. Huh. That's alright, no worries. I don't know how many times you and I have talked on BDD stream back and forth, so. Is that enough for you, Joe? I hope so. It's down to one number, too. I think it's come up in a little bit, so I'll kick this one off manually. Added some other games to the stream too when I was playing around with everything. So there's some new commands out there. All right, back at the homestead. So yeah, you can see, Jonah, I've got this case over here, the harvester, starting small. And the of course case doesn't have all the equipment in the world. And over here was the starting tractor, which is the old M. Keeping that around. I'm not gonna get rid of that. Nothing else that makes a good yard hustler. Or some stuff. Some stuff is just too small for it. Alright, where are we gonna drop this? Let's drop in the back instead. Right now we changed up the layout in the last stream last night. Because we've got the construction going on for the new garage barn. There's some products to put away too. So that's what this construction point is. This is the new garage barn. SIG, this is the ISG, this is the construction mod. And I agree with you. It would be nice if they did some. Actually, I think it was Clutch was saying it'd be nice if they, kind of tweaked it to match like the other construction mods where you saw stuff going up instead of just, because the next day it's going to be, black walls. 36 Reavers in the Castle Keep. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you. I know a lot of you came in on ISG's raid. I greatly appreciate it. Well, we're going to, well, first we're going to shut off the lights. Get all the safety equipment here. And we're going to call it a game day. Go to the bottom of September here. All right. I really don't need to do this, but we'll make it authentic. All right. Oh, I was going to check the... What's messed up? I need to check the chickens, make sure they got enough feed to last overnight. That'd been bad. All right, how are the chickens doing? I guess we can just check it this way, huh? Chickens. Oh, they got enough food for another day. We're good. Right. Up to half the chickens that we need, because we need at least 1,000 chickens. All right. Now we'll kick it to the next day. Birch. See if we can get everybody sick. All right. Oh, we got an earlier start than that. All right. About of September. Got a couple things we want to check on. All right. I know we'll have some production, so let's go take care of those first. That stuff put away. Ooh, we need some fuel. Fuel first. Whoop. That's the refueling by flooding the vehicle method. A lot of stuff to put away. Alright. Get those tie-ins out, see if we can get a bunch right away here. At least get 2 rows. Actually, we're going to pick this one. Yeah, so we can kind of consolidate all the productions into one area while we're rebuilding the barn. Or the shed, excuse me. Once it's done, we'll see if we probably move some things back. Figure out the layout after that. It's going to be a little bit. I think it's 3 months for that construction to go through. That's actual months, not... So I'm running 2-day months, so that'll be 3, so 6 game days. These mods look familiar. I don't know who does this. Just kidding. Go ahead and kick one of the newer ones off. Just did it, but no, I don't know who did them. They're really awesome, though. I still need to... ISG, I still need to show you that other map. It's weird as it looks like somebody else is kind of coming up with the ideas that I did on that map, and unless Faber gave them to it, we're just all geniuses. Ooh, you're gonna to kick it off before I can get to it. All right, so jelly drop. So this is new. I kind of explained it earlier. So jelly drops. These are these candy water hydration drops. And so when you guys kick the jelly drop off, that's what I do. I grab one, and down it goes. Thanks for using the new command, Joe. These are lemon flavored, but it's a really light lemon. I'm trying to think of what it'd be like a Crystal Light drink mix, but at a very low concentrate. So it's not like lemonade, because they're not sweet, but they're also not sour. Just like a very light tang. Joe's testing them all out tonight. Go, Joe. We all got to get involved on that one. Got to get a shortcut for that. Hey, I don't know if you know what I do for a living. That's what I do. I love having fun trying to break the system. Yeah, that happens too. It's not that tough with giants. All you have to do is watch ISDG and BD stream on Sunday to know that those guys really like to break at the system. Yep, for sure. I used to help David with that. I mean, I don't code, but it's part of the team that helped test them before they came out. See what fun things I could find. Alright, productions are put away, right? Got plenty of wood, that's for sure. Productions are put away, so that means it's time to lime. Limey! Really need it for this, but okay, well, you should have been able to do that. I have to check that setting. See? Glad you're breaking stuff for me, so now I can check that out. So you should have permissions. But then again, I did a lot of tweaking today too, so. So maybe that permission got wiped out, because that permission I had set up on the desk chat bot versus the stream bot, but I'm supposed to copy all that stuff over. And I know how I can fix it. I can do something weird like this. I mean, we go over here. Uh-oh, you got timed out for 1 second, dude. What the heck? Oh, look what happened to you, Joe. Uh-oh. This field's not going to give me... Yeah, looks like it's doing pretty good. These two fields are too close together. It can't figure out the difference between them. So I don't get GPS on this one. It's just weird. Well, you don't have to worry about it now, bud. Something about your name. Yep, I know. See what you did? Actually, TGG, are you still out there? Or did you go to sleep? Yeah, you're in trouble now, bud. What you get for trying to break my system? You're still here! That's awesome. Well, something's gonna happen with that then. Oh my god. Oh, get out of my way. Let's see if I can find... Just on the other screen, people. Give me a second here. He's already that. All right, cool. Just wanted to check a couple things. Oh, I gotta do something else. Boop. Back again. That's where I am. Okay, TGG, something changed for you too. There you go. There we go. Yeah, it's a great map. Kind of impressed at what he did with the hills on it. Because normally hills don't. I don't know if he did something special. ISG maybe can answer that. For these hills to be a harder drag on the equipment, or if that's just. It seems like at least on this map, these hills are a little bit more of a drag on equipment than other hills are. Hey, you bet. You've helped me a ton too, TGG. Maybe that'll help you get notifications too. ISG might have snuck off. I'm out here. Or he's working on his map. That's important. We need his map. Doing alright on mine. I'm surprised. Must not need to put too much down. There you go. He's there. Did you hear my question? Alright, we're limed. What? Oh. Being ignored by ISG. That's alright. My question was, on this map, maybe it's just me, it feels like that the hills are more aggressive to equipment going up them. I don't know if that's true or if that's just me thinking that. I don't know if there was something the modders can do to make hills actually more difficult to climb, other than just making them steep. I don't have the mud mod in here, so that I'm not fighting that. Okay. Just felt like, I don't know. Maybe other maps that I've played just haven't been as steep as this one has in certain areas. Okay, let's see where we're at. Look at our productions. We're gonna need some, we're doing okay on stones, but we could use some more in there. Firewood. I don't have anything we can do with firewood yet. Probably we should get some seeds in the greenhouse. Sawmill is out, so let's go back in and let's shut the sawmill down. I do not have any more wood to put in there right now. Alright. I'll need to buy a new plot of land for that. Speaking of, let's see if that field, nope, that field is still needs to be harvested, and I don't have the equipment for that field. Nope, can't buy that one yet. Next I guess would be go get some stones. Or look at contracts. What we got out here for contracts? I don't have a wrapper. You don't want to hear me rap. I'll save you all that. You can do that one. That's not too bad. Oh, the plowing ones are still open. You want to plow? No, let's go get stones first. Something a little bit different, being that we get a lot of you guys jumped in as I was plowing. So. I'll go jump in my favorite truck of the game. Some of you already know what it is. Alright, I'm coming after you on that. Yep, it's the TLX Phoenix. TG, I gotta get you some points. I don't know if you how many on here have seen this map. No, Joe has. TGG, have you seen how I set this one up? I don't think you have. We'll do a couple reveals of how we set it up a little bit different. Of course. I'll get you some points here in a little second once you get stopped. So over here, and we'll go into, you know, drone mode. This area came into effect really at the beginning of the beginning everything in the gameplay. So it's so weird how this works. Nope, come on. So I put a city dump in. So at the beginning of the game, when I had to get rid of the old barns and all the derelict houses that had fallen down, I carted them off here to the city dump. Choo-choo train. Here, we gotta do this. I know, different train, but heck, what the heck. And then we're heading up to the rock quarry. Ooh, how did it turn out? How did it turn out? TGG, Joe and I all got it. Woohoo! ISG didn't make it. So obviously, I redid the scripts for the games. You gotta have fun branding. All right. So up here, the city has a quarry, or the town has a quarry. The town is kind of nice enough that the rocks from the quarry are actually a byproduct of their mining, so they offer them for free as long as you come and pick them up. So, but this quarry only produces so much in a day, so it's not like you get unlimited rocks. Let's see what I can do about that. Hold on a second, folks. ISG should have some decent ones. Let me double check. All right. This, I'm getting old. Gotta put those on. Oh, we definitely need to get you some points. There you go. That should help you out a little bit. Well, I figured you've been helping me out test so many things. Advantage of being on the ground floor. ISG and TGG, you should both see an increase in your points if it didn't alert you already. So boss is like a boss fight. So it's you get a gang of people together and they fight a boss, an AI boss, if you will. But you have to have a certain amount of people to do it. Otherwise, I don't know if it, I don't remember what it did with boss. I have no idea why I put the double @ symbol, but it's there. Depends on what. So I use Streamlabs, but I think that's pretty common. Because I think they're using Streamlabs too, aren't you, TGG? I'm just going to call you Game Girl. Texas is just giving me a... I'm just going to call you Texas. For some reason, I'm tongue-tied tonight. And then I also have the 8-ball game in there. That's the one that's called Reaver Oracle. That one's turned on. But those are all games within Streamlabs. So if you're using the Streamlabs web version, you should see all those. Full load. Pop the bucket off here. Come on, forward gear, please. Yep, so as the chat just said, we have 36 Reavers in the Castle Keep. Thanks for everybody for coming in. Please check in with the clan admin and hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it. 55 subscribers. I missed some subscribers. I think you guys must be set up for a private subscription, so that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. It just doesn't give us on-screen markings when you sign up. So for the 3 people who snuck in their subscriptions, totally thank you. And I know every streamer says it to you. It does really help us out when you... Yep. I've actually gained 5 today. Had 2 before you guys did the raid. And 3 more since the raid, which is awesome. Thank you. Second chance, buddy. How you doing, my friend? Here, we gotta kick this off for you, buddy. We're gonna race the train, we're gonna race the train. We're gonna race the traffic. Alright, we're cutting across. How many trucks fully loaded are going to be able to race this train? The TLX, of course. Kick that. Of course, we're not going to cross the tracks, but still had to have some fun. And we're not going to stop for you. We're going to slow this down, though, so I don't tip over. Ooh, that was close. Yep, got that working. course. Share away. And being that you're set up as a moderator, you should be able to. Yep, so I've got that, and then I've got shout-outs turned on too. So if I've got you set up on the shout-outs, so ISG and TGG, when they dropped in, they had shout-outs. Thought I got you too, Joe. Hey, please do. Let's rock it and roll it. Now that, you know, YouTube's over its inflated self from last week and everybody having 150 people watching their channel. Back down to realism again. Alright, let's go get another load. I have link restrictions on for non-moderators, but being that you're a moderator now, you should be able to share any link. Well, actually, I'm thinking the other way around. You're sharing me to other people, and that's awesome. Oh, I should have gone the other way so you could see what I did on the other side of town. Urge. Flip, yeah. I can't say that word. We flipped a birch tree. That's what we did. Wow, I'm just really all over the place today. Like having a 6x6. And yes, the TLX, when you've got the agri tires on it, is a 6x6. Kicking off the timers now. Gotta love that. Alright, so coming into town from the backside. So this is the other thing that I added to the game. I added a workshop that you can workshop out of, and then as soon as that mod for used sales came out, which I think is awesome, I added that to the back of the workshop. So, the minor things I switched up on the map. Of course, then I started a completely different place with a derelict farm. And I got rid of all the buildings from all the other farms. Alright, we're going to head up to the quarry, get another load. I'm up to the quarry for the day. built a road on this side too for this is to go back to a common log pile that was back in here to make it easier to haul it out when you're doing the log playthroughs. What's up, bud? My dog's behind me, letting out big sighs. Alright, closer. There we go. Hey Caleb, how you doing? Welcome in. Do a refresh over here on my stream. All right, 36 people, 15 likes. I'm doing good. It's been a good night. Just getting some rocks from the quarry so we can keep our production mod going for concrete and the cement factory going. Switched up and probably go. Pretty much got all the household chores done. Oh, we need to get some feed for the chickens. That we definitely need to. Feed for chickens. Add some fertilizer and seeds to the greenhouse. 36 awesome reavers in the stream. Appreciate everybody from dropping in. Please check in with the clan headman and hit that like button so we know you're ready to go for the next fight. Thank you. 56, awesome. If you're not set up for private, those are gonna pop. That should pop up soon, I hope. If you're set up for private notifications, it won't pop up on the screen. That's all right. It's all good. I appreciate you subscribing. I'm gonna get a lot of people in here. I'll let you know. I will not. I do normally stream on Fridays and Saturdays. I will not be able to stream this upcoming Friday. I have to be at work at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to take a nap when I get home from work in the afternoon on Friday. But I do plan on streaming next Saturday. You don't have to remember all that. I'll put it in my YouTube community chat as well. Dragging the bucket. Bucket off the ground. Ooh, got another one sneaking there. 57 subscribers. 7 new subscribers tonight. That is awesome. Thank you everybody who's subscribed. So I don't know if some people caught on what I was talking about. So when I set up streams like this, because one I'm on G Portal. So when you do streams on like G Portal, you can even do this when if you stream off of and you have a server on the giant server. But what I like to do for my stream or my setups and playthroughs, I create a town or a township farm for the town. And the town gets their own money. The town gets their own property. And like this mill here is the town's, or this quarry is the town's. So what I do for that, let's get in the right screen here. So you can see here the town has its own thing. So I can control money in that town. You can transfer money in and out of the town for contracts and stuff like that if you want to do your own type of contracts instead of the game's contracts. So it's all role play based type stuff. But then if you look at the map and I go to farms, you'll see the town owns this whole spot here. So the town owns the town, weirdly enough. But then that town also owns the quarry or the dump. I didn't have to have it own the quarry because I purchased the land, placed the quarry. The town owns the equipment, but then I resold the land off. You have to, I think mainly you have to do that through like the F12 mod. There's just no way, easy dev. I don't know if there's a way to do that in console anymore, or if there is one. But it's a great way to kind of create if you're doing a lot of roleplay stuff, you create a town or other farms, you can transfer money back and forth between them. Just one of the nuances that I use. I learned that. Who did I learn that from? Somebody in 22. Could be driver 53. I learned that technique from. But even if you can even do that if you're playing on your own. The nice thing about if you're playing on your own and you even using the giant servers, which are free, is servers automatically save if you set it up, the servers automatically save if you get kicked out. So I lost a lot of gameplay in 22 before I learned that technique. So, if my computer crashed, you had anywhere from 15 to half hour to whatever gameplay not saved. So, but if you do that on a server and you set your server to auto backup when somebody exits, then it saves exactly where your computer crashed. You can just jump right back in, and your tractor's actually probably your equipment's still running that you got kicked out on. You just jump right back in, right where you left off. So if you're on computers that are a little bit less reliable, or even on consoles, you can have a better backup system. You got it. Go, Joe. I missed you doing a heist. Snuck that one in. I was just too busy yapping my gums. $40 Reavers in the Castle Keep. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and joining the stream. Please make sure you check in with the clan headman so that he knows you're in here, and by hitting that like button. If you want to keep up to date when I'm streaming next, please subscribe to the channel. Alright, we're going to call this the last one for rocks tonight. Stones, or pick our next tab. Oh yeah, we need to get some supplies in the greenhouse or the chicken coop. That's next. Alright, almost fell off the trigger. There it is. Hey, please do. Streams are a lot more fun that way. Let's see if we can do this. So I'm gonna do. Then we'll do an example. Oops, if I can spell. All right, come on. I guess not. Alright, so we need... We'll do some fertilizer off of this. Not too much, though. Watch those funds. Start with that. I appreciate that, DGG. I won't tell you that secret that I got going. Actually, I bet a lot of us do it. I got 2 personal accounts watching the stream as it is. Good way to get hours up. Have one of your personal account watching your stream. All right, how are we doing on that production now? Production, there we go. All right. We could use a lot more of that. Definitely need to get some seeds. Woohoo, one more. Rock and roll 58. All right, now we get to see if your settings are set to private. I kind of figured. Being that you just said you were coming in. Thanks. Thanks, LilyPad TGG. Seeds. Start. Need to get that seed maker going. There we go. Either the stream bot's not liking it, or you're set up for private notifications. It did kick off earlier for 2 other people, so I think it's working. Who knows? It's all good. Subscribers are all awesome, no matter which way. that's going to take care of that for a little while. Let's get see what the chickens. Not too bad on the chickens, but we'll still go get some grain for them. Alright. Some barley in here. So that's going to cost. Alright. I don't want to spend too much more. I need to keep some money for that other field when it comes available. I can do some more contracts, but try not to overload on contracts once things get going. Pretty soon we're going to have to figure out where we want to put the pig. Or we're going to have to wait till we get some more land. We're going to have to wait to get some more land before we put the pigs in. Some flat areas down at that other one. Maybe we'll do that. Is that or we're going to sacrifice part of our field here for it. Phoenix Park, let's see what it's out there to do. Our chores are done. Maybe we should take some productions and sell them. What the heck? It's not the best month to sell them, but let's see here. Make sure I still have a straight shot to them. Get the truck. Actually, let's get the tractor. It's got a better turning radius for this. For what I've got planned. I'll go get the flatbed. There we go. Oh, we got a couple out there. We'll grab those first. So I'm going to grab these wood pallets. Firewood. This is why I wanted the tractor. It's got a lot better turning radius. Alright. Here's some firewood. That's all the firewood we have. Yep, amazing. Wrong side! Can't get in that way. There's no door. First load. I sell my firewood right at my own private stand. Right here. It's not too bad. Not great. Actually, the wrong time of year to sell firewood. Yes, I will use Autoload. Far enough along, I've met the requirements for Autoload in this playthrough, which was having 3 production points. Alright. Next. Trailer away. Greenhouse pallets put away. Where are we at? 2 hours, right on. Just overall 2.5 hours. Dang. His what? Twitchy. Alright, I gotta do this. Gotta finish these off tonight. Weird. Okay. Just seeing things. Look like the strobes were going, but they're not. Get out, I guess. All those shaders going off. Second here, everyone. Maybe I have to step away for just a little bit. See where things are. Actually, we've been going 2.5 hours, and I love that there's 42 of you in here, but I'm going to need to call it a night. I greatly apologize. I thank everybody for coming in tonight.
Care that none of us know what we're bloody doing.
I love that. That was the construction mod going off. I was like, what the heck? Who's talking to me? But everyone, I want to thank everybody for coming in. ISGs, totally thank you for the coming in and raiding my stream, and everybody who came in with that ISG. Thanks for everybody for subscribing. 8 new subscribers tonight. That's fantastic. I love it. I appreciate it, Texas. You guys are always welcome in here. You know that. But I'm gonna rock it out for tonight. I appreciate everybody's time. With that, I'm starting my new taglines lately. If you guys haven't heard it, and please don't be offended because I'm not. But may God be with you until our clans meet again. And with that, this is Reaver Time Gaming. I'm out. Good night, everybody.